Hi, wait. So something's up with my VTube studio. I think so my sister's using my Steam account. This is really random. Like, wow, like this is literally me story timing you from the beginning. Hi, son. Um so my sister uses my Steam account, okay? And I'm like, chill, right? Of course, I want to let my sister use it because I have like a bunch of games and shit, and I barely really play them or have the time to play them right now. So I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead, sister, darling, my lovely, amazing, cute sister who uses my Steam account because I have so many games. And I'm like, there's really no reason for me to stop her because, you know, I just have so many. And frankly, I don't really mind sharing it. It's just that for some reason today, when I was trying to start my VTube studio to, show my model and you guys can see my expressions instead of just like a foogie lighting up every single time I talk, for whatever reason, it kept saying that the other PC, aka the PC that I have back at home, I'm so sorry, but I don't remember you. It might have been a while, but also my memory drives are very occupied with college course information. So, yeah, I barely have space for anything but memorizing bunches of cards and whatnot at the moment, and then lyrics to various different songs. Every week we sing a different song, and then I have to memorize lyrics for all the other stuff that I'm performing. It's quite busy right now. So for some reason it won't let me turn on VTube Studio, and after trying like 4 times, I was like, listen, it's beyond me and any sort of brain cells that I have to try and fix this problem or ask my sister to stop playing on my PC back at home. Because like, why would I do that? It's fine. She can keep having fun and I can still continue streaming. But this, it makes me think, there is a problem here. Maybe I should like fix it after a while, right? I've never had this happen before. It's like, it caught me off guard even more. So it's like, because there's other times my sister was playing something and then, I don't have my headphones on, so like, wait. Okay, I have my headphones on now. Yeah, Soleil is here also, right? So, hi. Can you guys hear her? Is she on stream? I don't know. No, I mean, like, is she on stream? Like, are you audible? Hey, let me move you to a more popular position, aka just make you bigger because I can. Do I play Roblox? I don't play Roblox. If your next question is going to be, am I going to play Roblox in the future? My honest answer is probably not. Like, very real, I don't think I'm interested in the kind of gameplay experience that Roblox has to offer. I also think it is for like preteens. I know it has a lot of scammy stuff happening, so it makes me even more reluctant to try to play it. I know a lot of streamers play it, but I don't think at least in the next few months I'm gonna be touching it because I just don't have the time and can't afford to get addicted to something stupid like a game. This is why I avoid everything, like playing games. I'm kidding, guys. It's very hard for me to actually be hooked on something like a game. I think the only time it came close was when I started playing Genshin for the first time, all the way back when it was first released. And I remember for like 1 week I played it very like seriously. And then it started patching off. And I was like, well, you know, time, I don't have it at the moment to play games. I really have to squeeze out every single last moment to even breathe anymore. So, you know, it's still fun though. I like being pushed to my limits, so this is very tolerable. Have I ever tried Roblox? No. Like I said, I've never tried it, and at least for now, I don't intend to try it because one, I don't have time, and I don't have any particular interest in it either. I don't really care much for Roblox style games. Yeah. It's like all about customization if I'm not wrong. I might be. Hey, I really don't know too much about it. So, I have to try it. I try to give everything a fair chance, so when I do have the time, I will give it a fair chance. Which is not right now. I'm very busy. I'm literally at assignment crunch and exams are in like a week. So that's fun, right? Literally, this was week 12 of my semester. Exams are week 14. All of my submissions are week 14. It's crazy. I am low-key exhausted. Although, like, okay, this week it was really nice because we had like 2 days of like break in the middle of the week, which was like so nice. Like, I didn't realize how much I needed some time to relax and just have fun and like sleep all day and some stuff. Like literally just sleeping all day. I think I slept all day Wednesday, like basically all day, and even on Thursday all I did was just hang out with my friends, and that's it.
That friend being me.
Yeah, that friend being Soleil. I don't know if you guys heard her or not. I don't think it's like literally not even transmitting the audio. What the heck? Excuse me. Yeah, okay. I think now it should, but I'm not sure. Well, if you guys can't hear it, oh well, you know, like it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not important. It's a Mew stream. It's not a
Oh.
CL stream.
Oh, you heard her, yay! Yeah, the CL was at my house, and so was Susu, and we were just existing.
Yeah, we invaded to steal her food and drink her water and use all her electricity. Yep.
Yep, and my Wi-Fi. Don't forget the Wi-Fi. You literally played all of Epic Musical
Okay, look,
yesterday.
Wi-Fi is cheap compared to electricity.
Oh, fair, yeah, true. Wi-Fi is so cheap compared to electricity. Yeah. You know, the problem with living not with your parents is that you actually have to pay attention to the consumption that you have for electricity and stuff. And like, I feel the pain every month when I pay the bills. I'm literally like, why? How have we used so much electricity and water when we haven't even been inside the house for more than like
Could be the aircon.
I don't even have the aircon all that much. When I subscribed to you, I had 16 subscribers, but now you have 104. Congratulations! Hey, that's so awesome. Also, congratulations on 300 subs. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow. 300 is such a big number. Having 300 people who are potentially watching me. Well, not potentially. Clearly are watching me since they subscribed. But yeah. It's crazy. Like, my flatmate is gone for the weekend. Actually, she went off on Wednesday. Flying back home. And she, because you know, it's like Diwali, it's like big deal and stuff. I would have gone if I didn't have classes on Friday. But it's just that the Friday classes are too important for me to miss. So, yeah. So I decided, if I'm staying home, I might as well have fun and chill and hang out with fun people to hang out with. So like all of Wednesday I literally just like slept and lazed around for as long as possible because we had a half day. My lovely institute gave me a half day. I would be mad. Like, I was a little bit mad because the classes on that day I really do like. Actually, I like classes on all days, so I don't know why I'm complaining, but I definitely needed a break. I just thought the break day was going to be Thursday, so I was like in the mindset of Thursday I'm going to relax, and then Wednesday I still have work to do. So, like, I prepared really hard to show my like progress on my assignment to my instructor, right? And it's like producing a song. So where like I literally stayed up all of Sunday night to write a whole song, and then Monday went early in the morning to like put all of it into the DAW. And I'm like, okay, now when Wednesday comes around, like, you know, the teacher will be like, okay, I'm glad you guys have had progress and stuff. And then I get to know Wednesday is supposed to be a half day, and all of my classes on Wednesday are in the afternoon. So like, no matter what, my classes would have been cancelled because it was a half day. But it also meant that I got a day off, and I was very happy about that. But then I was also like, but I have so much fun in classes. Like, every single class is so much fun. Anyways, that's besides the point, guys. You're gonna go play Roblox. Oh, have fun! Enjoy yourself.
Roblox is apparently very popular on the younger generation.
Yeah.
I saw some of their essays and they're like, what's your favorite game? Roblox. What do you like about Roblox? It's fun.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, I don't agree with you.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the game. Have I? And I've never really played it. So, like, I can't even make an accurate judgment. At least
like
for
me, it
myself.
feels like there isn't enough there aren't enough goals to achieve, or like Minecraft pre-builder, so I'm like,
yeah,
okay. But the customization is wild though.
Yeah, that's what I know, that it's like very like you can customize everything kind of game, which I mean I tend to get like very
Roblox
picky
is apparently so big that they made like music videos, like official music videos in Roblox.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you can do that. It's kind of
people
crazy. It's quite
good, but they have too much time on their hands.
Yeah. I mean, of course, like it's of course a game that's geared towards younger people, I think. I don't know a lot of people my age who play Roblox. Like, that's
Sounds
not
like you're
just
saying that you're old.
I'm 21. Technically, I'm old. Like, not technically. Literally, I'm older than the target age group of the game.
That's true.
So there's very little appeal for me. Plus, like, because it's so much like Minecraft, or it has that Minecraft aspect to it of it being so like you can do whatever you want sort of thing for it. I don't really like Minecraft either. I just don't get the appeal because I don't get it. Like, there's too little story, too much freedom for me to enjoy it like a game you would enjoy. And like, I get it, people love Minecraft and I really love that for them, but same time I don't understand what is fun about it. It just kind of is confusing to me. It's not bad, of course, since so many people like it, it can't be, but I just don't understand it, so I don't enjoy it, which is kind of sad when you think about it, right? Anyways, today was Friday, right? And today's the day that I perform. And oh my gosh, it was such a short performance class today. Like, it was literally like, how many performances? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 performances. We were the last performance today, and it was like so chill. And I got a bunch of good feedback about how my stage presence and like my commitment to do the stuff that I do on stage is more, and you can see improvement. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. I've been doing stage work really seriously these days. like we attend a stupid, like not a stupid, I really like the workshop, but I'm just using stupid as like a way to emphasize on that. We attend like a really long workshop. It's 2 hours, and it's literally 7 to 9 p.m. every week, which is crazy, right? Like it's so late at night. And like we attend this workshop, and it's all about improving your stage presence and your stage craft. And I'm like, if nothing improved, I would be mad. Like I would be like, I am disappointed in my own self, because if I'm attending every single workshop day and I commit to it, and I'm like, no matter what, I have to show up for this because I refuse to be absent for anything at all. Commitment wise, I feel like I have gotten that 100%. If I had no improvement, I would be like worried. So I'm glad that there was visible improvement, not just like improvement that I felt, like improvement that other people are like, yeah, you've really improved, or at least you look like you're improving, something of the sort. I don't know, how is it that it's already almost the end of my first semester here? It barely feels like I arrived like only a few days ago. And like I remember when I was leaving from home to come here, I thought I would only be on hiatus for 2 weeks, but it actually ended up being so much longer that I was beyond just confused. I was like, why is it taking so long? But then I was also relieved because it gave me some much needed time to settle into the city a little bit more than I would have if it was before. Now that I have a rhythm for like streaming and also working on assignments and doing all of my other like academic responsibility priority wise, like I feel like next semester we're gonna have a lot more fun. I think I'll be able to actually juggle streaming properly instead of having like days where it's just like it's not possible, unfortunately, kind of like I don't know how many streams I've just been like, guys, I can't. Like, it's just, I'm too exhausted. But now that I'm slowly getting back into the rhythm of stuff, or like at least being able to adjust my energy levels for streaming and for outside, and being able to like put it all, like, give my 100% everywhere, I feel a lot more confident about my ability to juggle these things together. It's weird to say juggle because I don't want it to be like one's up in the air, one's in my hands. It's just like balance. It's about balance. They're all in my hand. I'm just, balancing them better. Like maybe a few weeks ago, I still felt like all over the place, and like I don't know how I'm gonna stream with enough like energy put towards it, and also enough energy put towards, preparing for classes, focusing on practicing, all that fun stuff. But now I feel a lot more confident, like, wow, yeah, I'm making improvement in my studies, like in terms of becoming a better musician there, and then I'm putting it to practice when I come and stream and I show you guys what I've been up to. It's like a really two-pronged attack, like really to the point. Yeah. Also, if it wasn't obvious, I am still quite exhausted today. I don't know why, but Fridays always leave me completely worn out. I think it's because it's just the idea, like not the idea, but the act of having to receive critique, perform, and also give critique and listen to other people's performances. I think it's a lot more taxing than people would realize, because I enjoy it a lot when it's happening, but I also end up exhausted at the end because it's usually ending around 6:30 p.m. and we've been here for 2.5 hours, and I've been sitting and watching people perform, or have performed at least once. I mean, of course, it's just at least once, man. And you get like this feedback, you get like some constructive advice and stuff. It's all very like pleasant, but also like, wow, you have to put in so much effort to like really stick with it and enjoy yourself. I think it's really hard to enjoy yourself in these kinds of environments. Like literally this week, earlier this week, I was having a conversation with one of my seniors, and she was like, I'm always constantly analyzing the minute details of every performance I've ever watched. I'm like, I don't do that until after I finished watching the performance, because I think I used to do that a lot a couple of years ago, right? Like, even until 2022, I think the behavior of, or like the habit of analyzing every minute detail of a performance sort of was following me around. And it's not like, it's just like occupational hazard. It's like when an artist looks at art, they instinctively start to analyze it to see if it can be recreated by their own hands. But for me, it's just like, I don't want to have to sit down and not think about just having fun. Instead, I'm sitting down and, like, figuring out the how everything in this performance works. Like, it just feels so, like, it feels like the purpose of watching something has been lost. It's not for fun, it's not to enjoy it, it's just to sit there and analyze, which is like completely not what I want. Hi, John. Ackerts. That's a funny last name. Now, I don't mean funny in like an insulting way, I just using it as an adjective to say interesting. Wow, I really felt like arcs. Huh. Interesting. Really interesting. You can say the lot, like John Arcs. Ah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. Glad you're here and glad you could join us. Back to what I was saying. So I stopped, like, I had to consciously stay away from that mindset of analyzing everything that a performer is doing. Like, so that I can enjoy the performance. Like, I of course can sit down and figure out what they did that worked so well, or what they did that didn't work so well. But I think it's more meaningful to do that after you've enjoyed their performance, you know? And so, like, literally this week on Tuesday, I was telling one of my seniors, like, it sounds exhausting. And I was just saying, like, I had the same exact habit, and it was exhausting. I stopped enjoying watching people perform because it was always just such a mental battle and trying to enjoy it, but also analyzing everything at the same time. Like, it's so exhausting because it really is. So yeah, nowadays I just sit and enjoy the performances before, when I'm giving like my feedback, because of course you don't have to give feedback if you don't want to, but I'm annoying and I at least want to compliment them. So I always try to give some sort of constructive feedback and be honest. Or if I'm just like really happy about what I heard, then I'll just say that. I don't feel the need to butcher my words or like to try to like save someone's ass, because in the end, coming to higher education and doing a degree in your chosen field, and you're getting the opportunity to get constructive criticism as well as like perform in a safe place and improve your craft with people who are not being judgmental. They're just being like hoping that you succeed as much as possible. It's really important that you actually get feedback, like get like real unfiltered thoughts. Of course, I'm not going to go and be mean and say you sucked, I hope you never come on stage again or some shit like that. No one's that bad. If they got into a college for music, you can't be bad. You can't be horrible, you know. But then again, music is subjective, so maybe sometimes I have heard somebody sing and been like, I'm questioning your decisions. But it's more like my personal preferences don't align with yours, not in a way of you have no taste. That's a bit too harsh, you know. But yeah, but it's like almost the end of this semester's performance classes. Next week is the last one, which is crazy. Like, it literally feels like yesterday that I started, because the first week I remember so clearly. We were like kind of like, you know, a little bit confused on what's going on and how everything works, and slowly but surely, like week after week, we've just been so like, you know, Like, we sit down, we decide the song, we do our parts in making like the song form or lead sheets and stuff like that, and then we just come to rehearse like and get it down to a good jilly good performance level, and then go off with the rest of our week. And on comes Friday, we rehearse just before the performance, and then we perform, and then it's done, and like next week there's a new song. I mean, frankly, my speed in learning songs has increased immensely. It's crazy, it really is. I don't know why I don't expect it. Of course, like, improvement will happen if you keep working on your stuff. Like, if you keep working hard, but I don't know, for some reason it just didn't register that I've improved until like at this very moment. Also the start of this week, okay? So every Monday morning, we have this like chat with our one of our teachers. Like, our whole cohort sits down, has a chat with one of our teachers, and he's just sort of like checking in with us. How are class is going? How are you guys managing your stress, stuff like that. This week there was like a little extra session, not an extra, it was like in the same time. Yeah, I go to a music college, so in the same time that is normally we like, he's just checking up on us. And like this week, he decided to call over the school, the college counselor, to give a not lecture, but like a talk, I suppose, like sort of on how to build resilience. So I'm listening to this and I'm like, okay, cool. All of this sounds incredibly familiar. Context: my mom she is a psychologist, so I know a lot of this knowledge already just by passively absorbing stuff from her. Also, because for a brief period of time, I had a very big and active interest in psychology. So I used to read through my mom's old notes. Yeah. So I learned a lot accidentally, I suppose. On purpose, I suppose. But, so we're sitting there listening to this lady talk about resilience and how to, like, build your resilience and how it helps you to have like be a more resilient person. And I'm looking at her slides and I'm like listening to her talk, and I'm like, wow, I think I've managed to achieve quite a bit of this, you know? Like, as a person, I'm more resilient than I thought I was just by what she was describing. And I was like, oh, okay, that's crazy. How do you all feel about pop music? I am studying contemporary music, so I am a pop musician. Resilience in like performing, no, like resilience in your whole life, like in your personality, in how you're handling life and its various challenges. So like, it really was just about personal development. Like, as a person, are you becoming better? And a way to becoming like a more less messed up person is being more resilient. And I was like listening to this lady talk, and I swear, I was like, she gave us this sheet of paper, and basically on one side was like, talk about a past situation that where like you've struggled and how you came out of that situation. And I just talked about how like last Friday some of the feedback I got wasn't like the most encouraging, so to speak. Like, no one was rude or anything, no one was mean. It was just like, it was a freak combination of me being really hungry, which makes me very annoyed, and a senior who went off on a ramble about completely unrelated subjects, and just in all, like, getting told that my voice didn't sound the most pleasant because of something. No one knows what the reason is, but as far as, you know, my vocal teacher, she told me there was nothing wrong, so I'm gonna believe her and be like, there was nothing wrong. It was just that day, at that moment, they just thought it didn't sound good, and they're allowed to have their opinion, you know? So I was like talking about that incident of my life, and like literally in like 3 hours around, when I came back home, after my performance, which I think was the last one. I don't remember last Friday what my performance when it happened. Anyways, it was either the last one or the second last one. So after it was done, we were pretty quickly going home, and around like 7:30-ish, I came back home, right? Last Friday, and I was still kind of gloomy, but like by the time I was home, in a maximum of, I imagine, 2 to 3 hours, I was back to normal, because I was like, there really is no point in sitting around and wasting my time thinking about this over and over again, especially since I don't really agree with what they said. Because I was like, I thought I did just fine. In fact, even the teacher, like literally our professor was like, you did fine, Mew. You guys were great. Good job in tackling a difficult song like this. So, yeah. This week I also got good feedback though. We were singing, what were we singing? Chucky's in Love by Jicky Lee Jones. Is that her name? I don't remember anymore. I've sung this song way too many times in the past like week. So on Tuesday, like when we started rehearsing this song, like well, of course we come prepared at least a little bit, but when we started rehearsing, for some reason everyone was like, what the heck, this song is crazy, right? It's a jazzy song. It's quite swung. So the rhythm is really strange, and like her vocal delivery, it's really interesting. Like there's like the timing that she's sitting in is almost like she's having a conversation with someone, so it doesn't feel like she's like singing in a rhythm. She's singing like she's talking to someone, where she's like stretching out certain words based on like how she feels like saying it, or how she feels like communicating it. And it's like kind of insane. Like the song itself, like it's a bit like, it's really hard to capture the exact way the song is sung, which is like the goal is to be as close to the actual product as possible, at least for this first year of mine. Second year onwards we write our own songs, so it's whatever. But you know, like I'm thinking, oh well, this is gonna be difficult, huh? Because like this song is, I chose it, by the way. Like I was literally like, this song seems fun, we should do this song. And my classmates who were going to perform with me this week, like, because we're usually divided into 2 groups, right? So all the people who were performing with me were like, sure, yeah, let's do this, it'll be fun. So we start practicing, and it was like crazy. It was actually so hard. We spent 2 hours just trying to play with the track, which we were kind of failing to do, like singing with the track in the background. And like my classmates started to play with the track in the background. And so the goal was, 2 days we have holiday, so we're gonna, you know, like go back and practice the song by ourselves, you know, really try to keep our part completely like perfect, and then come back and perform it in rehearsal before today's performance. And we managed to do really well. Like the first, like, because it's our rehearsal time that we get like officially part of our class times, it's supposed to be supervised by a professor. So our professor spent like an hour with us trying to like help us, guide us through the rhythm section, like all the rhythm parts, even like the vocal rhythms and stuff. Like our professor is super nice. I was like just so happy that he was like so supportive and like helped us out so much. Wait, let me catch up on the chat. The most I can relate about music performance is that phase every teenage guy goes through, where they attempt to learn guitar because they think it'll attract girls, and like most guys I gave up pretty quick. I mean, fair enough, yeah. I don't know how many teenage guys actually go and learn guitar because they think it'll attract girls. Because frankly, I think most girls think that guys who play a guitar are kind of posers. But you know. But yeah, I mean, like learning guitar is difficult, not gonna lie. Like it's a bit of a learning curve, and it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, frankly. Speaking from experience, I do know how to play the guitar. I just haven't practiced in like forever, so I've lost all my calluses and I don't even have my guitar at the moment, so it's whatever. Like bands, yeah, exactly like that. Like we're just divided in two groups, and one is with a band and one is usually acoustic. So that's what we've been doing for the past 3 months. Yeah. Hi, Haru. I don't know what koso means, but something. Yep. I spent like a week watching online guitar tutorials, then give up. Yep, sounds like every beginner guitarist ever. Honestly, so real. That's before I got a teacher. I got my guitar earlier than when I like my teacher was supposed to start teaching me, so I decided to watch online tutorials as well. And frankly, they're usually quite helpful, but that's only if you know at least a little bit about how guitar works. But I think these days it's quite easy to learn, like not quite easy, but it's definitely an option to learn an instrument through the internet, because there's just so many resources that it actually, I do think it's possible to learn an instrument through the internet. Yeah. It's crazy though. The world has come so far. You don't really, I mean, of course, it's better to have a mentor or teacher to guide you through your learning and stuff. But you can totally do it yourself. If you're really, really, really persistent about it, definitely can do it yourself. But yeah, so we're seeing this song. And like the song is just telling a story about this guy named Chuck E. Yes, his name is Chuck E. My funny introduction to the song was my co-vocalist. She kept not remembering the name of the song, so she said Chucky Jones once as the name of the song, and I was like, what? That's not the song we're doing, babe. Like, my little reaction was that I feel like there's been a miscommunication somewhere. You might have learned the wrong song. And the next time she said Chuck E. Cheese, like the pizza place. I don't know what Chuck E. Cheese actually is. I just know it exists. And so like, I was like, haha, this is so funny. You know what I'm gonna do when I introduce it? I'm gonna say Chuck E. Cheese, Chucky Jones, and then I'll say Chucky Falls in Love. That's the name of the song. And it honestly was really funny when I introduced it, because it became sort of like a conversational element between me and my co-vocalist. And it was so funny that I kept laughing through the introduction section of the song. I felt a bit bad, but then I was like, this is so funny. The next step is learning Wonderwall and Riptide. Yep. Pizza arcade place with yeah, that's it. That's what Five Nights in Freddy's is based off of, or is Chuck E. Cheese based off of Five Nights in at Freddy's, whichever one is called. It's whatever. Don't explain it to me. I'm sure I'll get it someday, but until then I'd rather just not know, frankly, just because my ignorance makes me look stupid, and in this case I'd rather be stupid than know the information. But yeah, so like, we start singing the song, and this is funny because this is the first time in the last 3 months that we've stopped performing in the middle of the song just because somebody made a mistake, so we start again, right? So I'm singing, then for some reason, like, somebody goes off how the actual song goes, and I look back staring at my band's guitarist and my band's drummer, and I'm like, what's going on, guys? Can we still like catch up at the right time? And they literally stop in the middle, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing, huh? So they're like, can we do it again? And I was like, sure, like, we're just gonna do this again. So we start singing the song again. This time, of course, we actually go through the whole song. Not that this situation hasn't happened before to other groups, it's just that it's never happened to us, not that I'm aware of anyways. So normally we just like, we like, our performances are pretty like spotless in terms of like continuity. This is the first time that we've actually stopped in the middle just to start again, which I thought was pretty dang funny, because I was like, this has never happened. Like, I just think it's funny that it's the second last performance and this is what happens to us. But the song is so good, it actually makes up for it. So back to what the song is about. So it's about this guy called Chuck E. Not the horror doll, the doll that's like in the horror movies. Because honestly, those horror movies aren't even scary, but like, I'm also an exception to finding things scary. I'm just seem to not feel fear about ghosts and creepy possessed dolls. But yeah, so like this guy named Chucky, he's like, he has his friend group and everything, and then his is basically like one of the girls from his friend group being like, why doesn't he come hang out with us? Why is he, why is he like doing all of these different things and he's behaving differently and all of that stuff? And then that's the first verse. She's like literally just complaining about how he doesn't show up anymore, and he's like doing all of these things that are so out of character for him, and that he's like, being really weird. And then suddenly she's like, oh, I know what's wrong, like if it's not this, then it's of course that he's in love. And that's the part where she's singing the chorus and she goes, Chucky's in love. That's the literal title of the song. And then she's literally like, then it goes to a bridge after that, like it goes to a bridge section. So she's literally like, I don't believe what people are saying, and I've got to see this by myself. And the whole bridge is just them looking for Chuck E. And the next verse of the song, they start talking about where they saw him and who he might have fallen in love with. And then suddenly the singer, like the girl who is talking about Chuck E, realizes that, oh, he might be in love with me. And that's what the second chorus is about. Yep. It's a fun song. I really like it. It's also challenging because it has like really interesting rhythm stuff happening. So it was really like a fun challenge especially in terms of trying to figure it out as how it's a vocal rhythm, because you're almost never right about where she's gonna start singing. Like not even once when I first heard the song was I like confident about where she was going to sing. Every single time I thought, yeah, this is where the next line will start, it was always just like, nope, she's gonna do it like 2 seconds later. Because it's also a swung, shuffle, halftime shuffle feeling song. It's really interesting. And it was so much fun. It was such a challenge to tackle. And like, frankly, I think we did a really good job. So I'm very happy with my delivery of it. Because like, I got complimented on my stage presence and my stage work, and they were like, everyone said we really liked your energy, and I was like, thank you. I'm so glad that all the work that I've put into being better performer on a stage and being able to interact with the audience, I was able to implement in an actual performance finally. Hi Sty. Hello. We'll be right back. Okay. But whenever you're back, it's fine. I mean, you don't even have to come back before stream ends. Seriously, VODs stay up. You can watch them anytime. Frankly, it's very hard to not be caught up on what's going on in my life because the VODs never go away. Yay! Oh my gosh, welcome back. You can stay up. Woohoo! I mean, it is a weekend tomorrow, so that's reassuring, Which brings me to, oh my god, I can't believe it's already the weekend. It feels like I had a weekend before Friday because there was 2 days of holiday. I frankly spent them like I would a weekend, except for the whole part in the weekend where I sit down and I start doing like, assignments and catching up on any of the work that I haven't finished. I have so much stuff to do that it is concerning. I mean, honestly, for this weekend, I only have to record my vocal performances for my one of my assignments and then try to finish a draft of my essay. A final draft of my essay. Because, well, my professor said for the essays, he was like, next week, I can do a consultation with you guys one-on-one if you guys finish your essays, so that whatever it is that you want to fix, like, or whatever I can point out you might be missing that are like changes that you can make at the moment, you can make them, and then you can submit it week 14 which is basically like the week after next week. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect, because my plan was to finish the whole essay this week. I'm like, I'm not gonna play around anymore. I'm just gonna finish it. I'm just gonna sit down, write the essay, add all the citations, make my bibliography, get it as close to done as possible, so that when I show it to my professor and he gives me the critique, that I can just make the changes that he's asking for, and then I can be like, I'm done. This is something that I don't have to focus on anymore, and I can focus instead on like finishing up like any of the other stuff that I haven't finished. Like, so like the production assignment, I'm only done with the bare bones of the assignment, because like I've done with like putting all the chords in and putting in the melody and putting in like some of the supporting stuff that I wanted to add, but it's honestly not a very finished product, at least not according to me. So I want to go and actually spend more time on it, which I have time for on Monday, because the computer lab stays open on Monday. Yeah, I'm not really doing it on my laptop because I still haven't bought Logic. This has been confusing me since I got here. Is that a second person on the lower left? Yes. That is Soleil, and she's just hanging out here for a bit.
I'm playing Genshin.
She's playing Genshin, and she's just listening to me talk. Your work in progress Mew fan art got corrupted? No. Oh no. Do you at least have a screenshot or something? That's as good as you know, something's better than nothing. Yellow.
That sounds like me yesterday when I was drawing and I
Adam.
accidentally unplugged my computer and I was like, shit, did it save?
Oh yeah, that was a whole moment. I can never forget how panicked she was. Oh, okay. That's cool. Awesome. Good to know that they dropped a new album. Guys, my new single's also gonna drop soon. I'm just trying to remind y'all to be vigilant. Stay vigilant.
Vigilant of what?
To make sure that you don't miss whenever my new single gets released. Do I know when it's getting released? Sure I do. Am I gonna tell you? Not yet. You guys don't know.
I feel like the word vigilant is used more so in conjunction with crime, like staying vigilant to avoid being
That's why I
robbed.
said it. That's why I said it. Because I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Oh my gosh.
The vibes are not there, dude.
Well, you gotta admit it's funny. Stay vigilant is funny. Okay. I'm just saying maybe that will be my next catchphrase. For whenever I release music, I'll be like, guys, stay vigilant. You don't know when I'm dropping the music, so you might as well pay attention to it. My page is 24
You're like
hours a day.
the advertisement for the police force. Stay vigilant. Don't let terrorists attack. But instead of that, it's just like stay vigilant. Watch my music video.
Watch for my music video. I do think it's funny, okay? I do think that's hilarious. I think it's, in this context, it is incredibly hilarious. I haven't been able to play good music for days. I'm gonna go crazy. I am so happy that you enjoy my music so much. Oh my gosh. But don't go crazy. I mean, like, hey, I'm not stopping you, but preferably, you know? Also, I'm kind of obsessed with the art for the single that I'm dropping. Like, no lies. Spoiler alert, Hex worked on it. So, of course, I love it. No matter what, I would have loved it. But, like, she really outdid herself this time somehow. Like, I don't know how else to explain it than just going like, she went crazy, guys. She cooked and she delivered a delicious meal.
Left no crumbs.
Yeah, she cooked and I ate and I left no crumbs. I didn't eat the art. I feel like I just have to clarify. I know I have a reputation for eating things. Actually, I don't. I'm confusing this. I've never built up a reputation for just eating things randomly. But just to reassure, I haven't eaten the art. Do I want to eat the art? Of course I do. It looks delicious. Other than that, which brings me to food. Okay. So, today, for lunch, before I left for my classes and rehearsal, I ate my leftover curry from Wednesday, okay? It was really good, but then I really wanted some hot chocolate. So I sat in the cafe on my college campus and got hot chocolate, okay? And this is a genuine, like, I'm actually dissatisfied with this. I paid $4.80 for it, and it was literally like 4 sips. I'm not kidding. Like, I took 4 gulps of it and it finished. And I was like, what the heck? This is so small. And then I look around and see other tables also have the same teeny cups. And I'm like, they're overcharging us for like, not that it was bad hot chocolate. It was actually really good. It was like the nicest drink I've had since coming here. So like, I was like, this is really good, but there's no way that I paid $4.80 for this tiny freaking thing of hot chocolate. And I'm wondering, like, why would they make you pay so much money when they're not giving you that much, like, in return? But then I remember that the cafe on my college campus, the only cafe that's there, by the way, is notoriously expensive. Even though they do give you student discounts, they're still stupidly expensive. Like, everyone says that. I just kept forgetting. Because the one time I went there was for getting a cheese scallion scone, and the scone was really dry, and I was like, this is just disappointing. I'm not really gonna come back here. But today I didn't have enough time to really go out of my way to go and get hot chocolate somewhere, because I only had like 45 minutes to get something to like sip on and then go back, because I had my performance class, right? So I have 45 minutes, and I thought, okay, I need to go somewhere close because it's not enough time for me to really go far away and have enough time to come back. So I sat down in my college camp, like in my college's campus, on the college, the cafe on the, oh my gosh, cafe on the college campus. Wow, that was such a struggle to say out loud for some reason. And yeah, I mean, it's like, apparently last year the people who were running the cafe were like better in terms of drinks and like the food and everything, and this year it's worse. And I'm like, I agree, it is worse clearly, if like literally their scones are rock hard and not any buttery and soft and flaky at all. Like, I'm just saying, like, it seems unfair for students to pay like such high prices for drinks that are given in such small quantities. Like, why? Justice for the college students. Yes, justice for the college students. I think it changes yearly, the people who run the cafes. I'm hoping next year whoever runs it is better, like, genuinely. But you know, you never know. What if they're just as bad? I would hate that for us, honestly. Um but yeah, I think that the cafe still stays pretty full because like our student lounge doesn't have that much space. So once it runs out of space for people to sit and like take and do their work, people just end up going to the cafe. Which I get it. Especially if you don't have time to like grab a drink or get something to eat. Of course you'd go to the cafe because it's just so much faster. Like, if you have 15 minutes, would you go like far away to buy a drink, or would you just go downstairs to the cafe and like get your drink and come back upstairs? I can get the deal. But the cafe is kind of shit. I'm just saying. Apparently the coffee there is also not good. And this is what I heard from my classmate. I don't really want to try the coffee because I do think it's too expensive and I really don't want to spend money on it. I'm like, if it's bad, then it'll be a waste of money. And I refuse to waste my money on coffee of all the things that I can, you know? And normally, I also bring a drink. Normally, I just take something else to drink from home to school. But my thermos broke. Like, I literally popped the bottom off somehow. So I am now waiting to buy super glue from somewhere. And
Oh,
yeah.
you should have asked me. I have super glue.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. If you had, if
I'll bring it tomorrow.
I don't, okay, that's perfect.
I mean, if we're still meeting tomorrow, I can
I
bring
don't
it
know
tomorrow.
yet. I'm really busy.
Okay, then
Dang.
maybe whenever.
Yeah, whenever we see each other. That's fine. It works out. It's all good. I mean, maybe we can see each other outside of my house.
So not tomorrow lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah. It's very interesting day today. Frankly though, I literally was asleep till like 11 a.m. My goal was to wake up at 10. But I slept till 11 because I kept like turning off my alarm. Waking up once I hear the alarm, and then I'm like, oh, I still have time. I turn it off. And then I forgot that I didn't set an alarm for 10:30 after 10 p.m. I mean 10 a.m. So like the time that I woke up was actually 11, which wasn't like so late that I couldn't manage. But it was like later than I wanted because I wanted to spend more time before I get ready to leave the house. Does that make sense? Like I wanted more time to read or like just waste some very precious time on just frivolous for nothing stuff than having to leave immediately after I wake up. Although I did not leave immediately after I wake up. Hey, Soleil disappeared. Where'd she go? Huh. Oh, she got a call, so she had to leave. Okay, bye, Soleil. I see you. I mean, like, not literally, but like, I get it. But yeah, so an interesting day overall. Wait, my cousin wants to show you an animation. Give me a minute. Take your time. I mean, it's not like I'm currently going anywhere. The point of this is to just yap my heart away, guys. I just haven't had the time to actually sit down and tell you guys about everything that's been going on, so like, that's what I decided to do. Also, as an update, the good thing is my food poisoning didn't last long. It was literally just that night. I stayed up most of the night, and then when my stomach calmed down and I fell asleep, I woke up and I was fine, okay? Fine to the point that I was literally eating back to normal, like normally the day after. Like I was literally just chill. So chill, like it was incredible how quickly I recovered from my sickness. Like I do know that before I actually start relaxing, aka before the end of semester, I tend to, if I get sick, I recover really quickly because my body's like in productive mode. And when I finish this semester, I can feel that I'm going to get sick because my body will like, now it's time to relax. Okay, now that we have time to get sick, basically. Some of my like seniors were telling me how they get sick every single time the end of the semester comes around. And I was like, can't relate. It's always after the semester is over that I get sick. Because, now that I finally have time to relax, my body's like, I'm gonna relax. Hi, EXO. You have a saying? What saying? I don't know what you typed in Japanese, I'm assuming, because it looks like Japanese. But oh, what's good? What is good is the food I ate today, and the food I ate yesterday, and the food I ate the day before, except for the food I ate at night the day before, because that gave me food poisoning. So take that. A mew a day keeps depression away. Yippee. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, thank you. I mean, if it does, keep taking your mew every day, like their pills. I have enough stuff to keep people occupied for a while. Plus, even though my streams aren't super long, I just talk so much. I feel like you have to take your time to consume it. Like you have to like watch it a little by little. Yeah. I was thinking if we have time today, we can play a game. Like if we get bored or something. I mean, I can play a game. You guys just sit there and watch me play the game, which is again like feels very passive. Feels like very I give. I take, I give. I don't know what kind of relationship is that. Oh, well. When you relate to someone years older than you, LMAO. That's not a good thing. Oh my gosh, unless it's about something small like eating food or something. Then it's fine. Okay? But life-wise, probably shouldn't relate to me too much. That's probably not good for your soul and whatever. I saw that there was sale going on I accidentally turned off my chat. What? Anyways, I saw that there was a sale going on Steam, right? And I was so tempted, and I mean it, so tempted to buy it. A game, several games, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna stick with my thing of I'm not gonna buy any games till 2025 because I genuinely just have so many. Like, I feel like I would be an irresponsible person if I bought more games. We're not counting the games that you get for free every week on Epic Game Store, okay? We're just not counting that. But like, very honestly, I keep seeing something jump out from the corner of my eye, but when I look at it, there's nothing there. There's just like, I just have so many games. I feel like very what's the word, like, I feel like very guilty if I bought more games. But like, the truth is that I still want to buy more games because I have so many wishlisted. Don't play Bad Parenting, I cried. I have more than 180 games. Yeah. I don't know what Bad Parenting is yet, but maybe I should play it since it made people cry. I mean, it must be a good game. Hey. More than 180, yeah. They're not all paid. They're not all paid. Just to be clear, I didn't pay for all of these games. Some of them are free to play. A lot of them are free to play, actually. And some of them I got for free because they were like deals going on Steam. And then a lot of the free games that I got that are paid games that I got for free on Epic Game Store because they give away a game every week. Or sometimes it's 2 games, so like I just ended up having so many games that I haven't even touched the surface of some of them. Like, some of them I've never even turned on even once, which is like insane. Which is why my thing was I'm not gonna buy a game until 2025 because I thought at least I'd be able to finish a couple more, but I haven't actually even finished one game till now because like the last couple of months I've been playing a lot of Genshin and Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero and stuff, and those are games that are currently ongoing and they're not even on my Steam. Like, I'm literally just trying to play games on my Steam and my Epic Game Store, but I've just been neglecting them. That's why tomorrow we're playing One Hand Clapping. I bought it like so long ago and I wanted to play it for so long, but I could never find an actually good time to play it. And tomorrow I was like, I don't actually want to sing because, like I said, the past few weeks I've been really overusing my voice. Like literally Monday I was on the verge of losing my voice. So I decided the smart thing to do in this case is just to, you know, not use it as much. I can't really avoid singing for like all of my classes and stuff because that's like literally the whole point of the class is to sing for a lot of them. So like my compromise is I'll still sing, but it won't be like very insane kind of singing. Like, I'm not trying to perform, just exercising my voice. I'm trying to logic this as hard as possible, truly, like, because I still love singing so much, I don't want to stop. Does that make sense? Because like on Monday my resolve was not to sing, but I somehow kept catching myself singing offhandedly. My voice was really tired on Monday. Like, I was literally on like the last legs of my voice. My voice was literally giving out. And on Wednesday and Thursday too, the goal was to not sing. Kept catching myself singing accidentally. It's just so normal for me to sing all throughout the day that I don't realize how much I'm singing until it's like really bad and it's like Monday and I'm like, Monday is also one of those days where I actually have to focus on my voice, because that's the day that I have my principal study, which is like my one-on-one lesson with a vocal teacher to like, you know, focus on technique and stuff like that. So it really does require me to sing. And yeah, it just ended up being that Monday, after I was done with my vocal lesson, I was just so done with using my voice. So basically, the rest of that day, I just didn't sing or tried not to sing. Tuesday, I don't have choice but to sing, because like I have my sight singing class, I have my rehearsal, and I have the stage performance workshop. So like, you know, the combination of those three things just makes it that I don't get to not rest my voice. Wednesday, I didn't have anything this week, thankfully, but normally I do have to sing on Wednesdays as well. Thursdays are the only day that I don't have to actually sing or focus on singing. But there is like still oral where I have to sing a bit, like a little bit. So honestly, still no choice but to sing. Friday, I perform, so I don't have a choice but to do rehearsal and sing. And Saturday, I usually have singing Saturdays, so I sing. I really only have one day of the week where I actually all rest my voice properly, which is Sunday, and I tend to not talk on Sunday. Like, I just keep my mouth shut. Like, actually give my voice a break. But yeah. I mean, since I had 2 days where I didn't really sing, I decided it's fine. I can take it this week. But yeah, I don't think the Friday thing is gonna change, because that's literally performance day for every single one of the music classes. So it's fun though. It's really nice, like, knowing that everyone has a performance going on today. I think the second year students have like theory class early in the morning on Friday, which is crazy. Like, why would you do that to yourself? I mean, you don't really have a choice, of course, but still. But yeah, I'm really happy with how nice my classes have been, genuinely. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the fact that everything has been going so well and is so smooth and is so fun, I'm just so happy. Like, I was looking at the mock exam paper and I was like, I know most of this, and like the stuff that I don't know is just stuff that I haven't memorized yet, like completely memorized. I know it vaguely, but like I haven't memorized it yet. So it's like, I just actually have to sit down and memorize it, and then I'll be done. Like, I'm so prepared for this. I am so happy. My exams are gonna go really well as well, I think, because like I really am able to do the, yeah, I'm able to do the work by myself. Yeah, it's pretty chill. It's really easy. Oh nice, I recently got funded a trip to check out a university. Hey, that's so cool. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, crazy tour, big buildings. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Was it a good university? Like, did you enjoy looking at it at least? Is it like one of your dream unis? Tell me about it. I'm curious. Also, why didn't I remember to bring any water to my table? Because now I'm suddenly like interested in drinking water. There's no water. And lots of people, I can't. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. Crowds aren't always the most fun, you know? Weirdly enough, I am very sleepy. Is it because I didn't get enough sleep? But that's unlikely. I slept a bit. Quite a bit. But yeah, today I refused to go to sleep without at least cleaning up the sink. Because yesterday and day before yesterday, I was leaving the dishes in the sink, which is like such a bad habit to have. I don't know. I found it great, but like it was so busy. Yeah, I mean, big campuses and big colleges tend to be, but there is some sort of benefit to that. I think it's easy to like find your own corner to live in, sort of exist in. For me, I would really like to go to a bigger college. Like, not that I hate this one or that I dislike it, but my like first. Actually, I'm very happy where I am. I don't know why I said that. It's more like I would have liked to, like, earlier in my life, I was all about going to a bigger college. Like, in terms of there's just hundreds of thousands of people studying there, and the campus is huge, and every single one of the classrooms is, like, incredibly big and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, the smaller class sizes and the more focused attention that the teachers have on us here, and it's a very prestigious college still. I think it's also prestigious because it's such a hard to get into college, and if you get in, there's really a testament to your, you know, skill and whatnot. But it's just like they are so invested in our personal journey and growth and everything. You literally vowed at everything. I imagine the bigger campuses feel so massive. Like, you could walk around forever and still not have explored everything. My campus is big, but not so big that you can't walk through the whole campus in one day. Like, it won't even be that difficult. Yeah. It's a bit of a weirdly designed campus, though, I won't lie. I think there's a lot of impractical just for show parts of it. Like, our facades of every building are made of glass, and you can see through the glass. Like, you can see outside, people can see inside. And because they're all like geometric and stuff, like, they're sort of jutting out at angles. There's a lot of wasted space that I was like, wow, this is so dumb. Why is there so much space that's like just unused? Does that make sense? Like, I was literally just like, wow, this is such a waste of space. There are so many places that you could add more classrooms or have more like room in the hallways and stuff, but I guess that's what you get for going to a bigger university. I think the building is a lot more impractical and for show than you'd expect. Honestly, they had a building that was still being reworked, and they had so many plans, something about going green and eco-friendly. Yeah, big campuses tend to do that because they occupy so much space. Like, honestly, if they don't have at least a few plants, it would get really hot. My campus gets fairly hot as well. It's a completely open campus, but they added a canopy on top. So, like, it's shaded. It still gets quite decent sunlight, but at least you don't get caught by the rain or anything while walking around on campus. Like, you can literally walk into any building you want. Best of all, it had geese. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That sounds fun. Having geese on your campus sounds insanely fun, actually. Whoa. But yeah, I'm still so tired from today. I don't mean it in a way like I can't wait for the day to end kind of way, but I just mean it in a I'm so glad today was so good. Actually, every single day has been so good so far. Like, I come back home exhausted, but it's filled with so much enjoyment. Like, I've enjoyed myself every single day almost. Almost, I say, because there were some days that I was just like really annoyed at not really classes or anything, but like some people. But of course, that's literally out of my control, so I just dropped it after like a few hours of complaining about it. But it's really nice to be able to enjoy every single day this much. I've just had so much fun for so many days. It's so amazing. I really like that. It's nice. It's nice to be able to say that. I'm like yawning so much. I do need water, guys. I'm gonna go get water. Be right back. My water bottle's right outside, so it shouldn't take too much time. But if I do take time, you guys can listen to the background music while I come back. with water. Maybe even something else to drink. Because just water might be a bit boring today. I want more. There's not a lot of water in my water bottles, so I also got something else to drink, which is like, I bought this can of sparkling Fuji apple juice. Excuse me, I just hiccuped like crazy. That's made by Poca, that I've been curious about for a while, but like just never really saw a single can. I always saw it in a pack of 6, and I was like, that's too many, you know. I want to try it. If I like it, then I might buy the 6-pack. So I decided, you know what, today is a good of a day as any to try this drink, and therefore you guys shall see my live reaction to it. Oh, it's not good. It's not bad, but it's not particularly good either. Ugh, that's like a very weird flavor. It is very artificial. That's the only way I can describe it. It's literally called sparkling Fuji apple. Yeah, I have no idea what this is, honestly. Oh, okay, it says the name of the drink is sparkling Fuji apple drink. I know it's supposed to be like apple juice that's carbonated, but frankly, I've had better carbonated apple juice than this. It says it has real apple juice. Why does it taste so plasticky? Oh, youch. I took a second sip. You can see from my reaction, it's probably not good, right? Yeah, it's not good. I don't think I'm gonna drink the rest of that. It's quite unpleasant in taste. If you guys are interested in a different apple drink that's also carbonated, I recommend this Indian. I know, that's so weird. Wow, Mew, you're really forward about your Indian heritage, huh? But like, no, it's actually really good. I've drunk it all my life, and I can vouch for it. It's called Appy Fizz. Its name is pretty freaking self-explanatory. It's literally just apple juice that's been carbonated, and it's so good. Does not taste artificial, by the way. I mean, like, it is still, it's quite artificial, but you don't really taste it. Of course, it does have some preservatives and stuff for it to be shelf stable or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure you can buy it from an Indian grocery store if you're lucky and you find it. But if you don't, hey, I'm sure there's other apple juice or like fizzy apple juice things that exist in the world. Although I don't recommend this one. This one's really bad. It really is. Have you ever tried good soy milk? Not any of the packaged ones. Like, not the ones that you get in the supermarket in the cardboard boxes and like stuff. But I know, like, if you get really nice fresh soy milk, it's really good, especially if you get youtiao with it. Did I say that right? I don't know. It's the fried butterfly bread thing. It's supposed to be really good. I should go have that soon. I've been thinking about getting it for such a long time, but just never had the time. Or I may wait until Hex is here so we can have it together, and it'll be fun, you know? It'll be like a whole adventure. We can go out for early morning breakfast and then get youtiao and soy milk. Yeah, the fried dough stick thingy. Exactly, it's literally the fried dough stick thingy. It's apparently very airy and crispy and light, and I really want to eat it. Good soy milk is so nutty. I imagine it is made up of soy. Soy is good. I like soy. Like I like edamame, which is, you know, like young soybeans, and I like tofu. And I briefly drank a lot of soy milk in my life, so I don't mind it. I just don't prefer it. Because it still gave me a stomachache. I think milk in general, any kind of milk, just gives me a stomachache. Which is so sad, because I don't mind drinking milk if it's in like a milkshake or something. Yeah. And then, what else is made of soy? Soy sauce. Miso. Doenjang. All of those things are amazing, guys. Tempeh is also good. Every single time I've had it is actually not that bad. Your country has like a soy milk brand and you love their chocolate flavor. It's like a chocolate peanut butter drink. Oh, that must be nice. I wonder if that brand's anywhere else. Although I'm not like a big fan of peanut butter. I don't know, I just never really got into it. I really want ice cream, not gonna lie. And I can go and buy some as well, but maybe a bit later. Maybe after stream. Maybe like at like 3 a.m. or something. It's been a while since I've had a late night adventure, which is just going to a convenience store and buying myself something. So this seems like the perfect excuse to do that today. The tempeh texture is something that you don't like much. I mean, fair. I think the texture is hard to get used to, but I think a lot of people actually like it for their texture. But like, again, personal preference wise, it's like some people like some things, other people don't like the same thing. It's fine. Love tofu though. Been a while since I've had that. Might treat myself tomorrow. I love tofu too. I literally buy so much tofu just to eat it. Of course, I don't know what else you do with tofu other than eat it. But that's just because I like my protein intake is so shit, considering that I don't eat that much food any time of day. The solution that I have is just to overload myself with protein, because at least too much protein is better than not enough. As they say, because you can convert protein into carbohydrates and use it as energy, but you can't really do the same for carbohydrates. So yeah, been a while since I've had that. Might treat myself tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I read that one before, but I don't know what you're talking about, whether it's tempeh or tofu. Enjoy yourself, treat yourself. Yes, your late night adventure last week was going out to buy canned food during a severe tropical storm because I had no food in my room except chips. That's not an adventure, darling. That's literally like leveraging your life. But I'm glad you got food and were able to eat it. And I'm really glad that you're safe. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah. I haven't been in a severe tropical storm in a while. But, you know, maybe when I'm home for a bit, it might hit. Who knows? Actually, it's not that bad here. Even though it rains so much, it's like pretty light. There was only one weekend or day of the week that it was like really bad and stormy, but other than that, it's pretty chill. I'm very happy with that. Hey, tomorrow's the weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday, so that means I sleep in truly. Like, literally not gonna wake up till 2 p.m. I know. A ceiling almost fell on you, and you had to walk over broken glass. That is scary. I am really glad that you are okay. Guys, please keep yourselves safe. You know, be mindful of your personal safety and try to protect yourself in any of these natural disaster situations. Because, yeah, if you can survive, you are definitely worth more alive than dead. So, yeah, I'm just saying, protect yourselves. If not for yourselves, for me. What would I do if you guys weren't here, my time would be so dull. But yeah, felt like that for 3 days. Yeah, I imagine tropical storms are rough. They're like so, they just feel like they go on forever. And it doesn't, and when it starts, you're always so scared. And when it ends, you're just like, oh, what a relief, this is finally over. You know what I really want to watch suddenly is The Day After Tomorrow, that one film. Like, I actually used to really like that film. I used to watch it a lot when I used to watch TV when I was younger. Because I haven't watched like actual cable TV in like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years. It's been a while, is what I'm saying. But yeah, the one with Nick Cage, I don't remember if he's the one starring in it or not, but it was a fun film to watch at least when I first watched it. Because I watched it on TV, so I don't really remember much about it. Like I said, it's been quite a few years since I've actually watched something on TV. And I kind of forgot the name of that film as well until like a few days ago when I saw it pop up on Netflix. And then I was like, oh, okay, I kind of want to watch this again. Oh, the one, yes, the one where they get trapped in a library. Yes, that's the one. You mean the most disastrous movie ever? Was it disastrous? I didn't know that. Yikes. Okay. I didn't know it was disastrous. Why didn't no one tell me? But yeah. Also, oh my gosh, are you guys watching Agatha all along? Because I watched the show, right? And I've been following it for the last 2 weeks, like quite invested in its storyline. And it was a really good series. It was a really good series. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone if you haven't watched it, or if you're planning to watch it later, or if you're watching it and you haven't watched the last 2 episodes. Like, it's so intricate, there's so many details, and they all connect to each other so well. And like, when you finally realize the truth of the show, you're like, oh my, that's crazy. And then you're like, yeah, the title makes sense. Agatha all along makes sense. There was like a tsunami in the first hour of that movie. I actually don't remember 2012, like the film, all that much. I don't think I remember that year that well either, but I'll take your word for it. If there was. I'm kind of turned off from Marvel series at this point. Endgame was the literary end for me. Honestly, for me as well. I'm kind of just trying to see what a good stopping point for me watching about Marvel stuff is. Because I don't really keep up with it, but the WandaVision, Loki season 1 and 2, as well as Agatha all along, were like terrible. They were actually all really well made compared to their films, which all seem sort of empty and soulless these days, unfortunately. I really want to be invested in it, but like, it's just, there's just so much always happening in Marvel movies. It's so difficult to keep yourself like invested. The MCU began and ended with Tony Stark for me. I think Tony Stark was the beginning and ending for Marvel fans, for a lot of Marvel fans. I think nowadays people are just like there because there's just so many like little threads that they started that they haven't completed, so people just want to see some of those completed at least. For me, I think it's some of the Doctor Strange stuff, some of the Scarlet Witch stuff. Of course, Spider-Man, even though he's not really fully part of the MCU, I kind of want to see it much more if possible. Falcon and Winter Soldier had a good start, but man, the end kind of went for me. I didn't watch it because I wasn't sure if I would enjoy it, so I just sort of left it as is. And I'm kind of glad I did because I was not convinced because I heard like very mixed reviews, so I was like, I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it. When you realize 2025 is like 2 months away, or is it like a month away? I still consider this 2 months because literally the beginning of November, but yeah, it's crazy how 2025 is literally like 2 months away. Like, it literally feels like 2024 just started. But to be fair, at the beginning, like last year, on December 31st, I literally just came back from my holiday, and yeah, I got sick almost immediately after. It was great. They exercised Spider-Man's fame. It's been going for quite a long time. Yeah. Also, Sam's speech at the end of the was Speak. What am I watching? I imagine. Like, I think a lot of their shows and like a lot of their films are like kind of pointless. Like, it's just a cash grab. Might have gotten a bit too big for even them to like figure out what's going on. I am still a bit invested because I just want to enjoy watching a movie sometimes, but I also want to stop watching Marvel. But then it's like there's not really any other big franchises that are worth following at the moment. Like, DC doesn't really have a lot of good films. And you know, there's like, I literally cannot picture any other sci-fi fantasy series that is still ongoing. Yeah, this might damn me, but She-Hulk was the wow, this is bad moment for me. I think a lot of people agree with that. I ended up not watching it because I saw clips and it was like all very cringe. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time on this. It's fine. Like, I don't actually have to watch this. I think like there's so many reasons why stuff like that doesn't work, but I think their approach to it was yeah, it was just a lot of weirdly placed jokes and really bad writing. And man, it shits on Hulk way too much for a ham-fisted agenda that felt like a man trying to sound feminist made. Well, I mean, I don't know, I really didn't pay attention to it, but I imagine it could have been like that. From the few clips that I watched that just sort of were like the reason that I didn't watch them, I just felt like it was sort of overdone. Like, they didn't do any of the writing well, and the way that they decided to sculpt the character, it's just not great. Yeah, a bit too much. But like, very honestly, WandaVision, Loki season 1 and 2, really well done. Like, very, very worth watching. I know a lot of people who rewatched WandaVision a couple of times because of how much they liked it. Yeah. And like, I think Loki season 1 and 2 was really worth watching. Like, I enjoyed following it from start to finish. It was very it was very worth the emotional and time investment that it had. Like, I would even watch like all of the breakdowns of the episode with the Easter eggs and what the next theory could be and everything, and it just really was good. And I felt the same way. Like, I felt almost the same way for Agatha all along, because like from the beginning episode wasn't the most I didn't feel the most interested, but then I gave it a fair chance and it drew me in pretty quickly, and I almost felt like I was hooked. And like, for the last 3 weeks that I've been did I say last 2 weeks? It might have been 3 weeks. I don't have an actual grasp of time anymore. But yeah, the last few weeks that I've been following it, like watching it actually on the day that it's released, it's been really fun. Yeah, there's just like lots of very well thought out details, and everything sort of pans out in a very interesting way. And I'm just glad that I watched it, frankly. Yes, the lot of modern Marvel Studios media that is quips every 15 minutes. I guess because of how hard it is to write for such a big franchise, I guess the writers want to make it more comedic, but I think they're also failing on that because they're not getting what kind of comedy or what's appropriate in terms of like humor wise in movies that have such a serious tone most of the time. WandaVision was interesting. The multiverse of madness felt like the wheels came off in Wanda's story in a bad way. Yeah, I agree. Cause like I remember going to watch Multiverse of Madness and being really excited for this, like, this universe, like this specific, these characters and stuff. And I felt sad that they made Wanda the villain of the whole film. Like, dang, what did she ever do to you? Like, my girl literally lost her husband and her children. Why would you do that? But okay. Did they ever resolve what happened to White Vision after WandaVision? As far as I know, no, they didn't resolve it. I think the agreed upon conclusion by most fans is that he was taken apart for parts again, or that he flew off. Either way, still a shame. Yeah. Still a shame that his character had to end up like that because of other people's greed. I know people said Secret Wars also wasn't good. I didn't watch it because I was just like, this seems really stupid. Well, like, they are releasing quite a few films next year. Quite a few films? Actually, let me look up. How many films are they releasing next year? Marvel movies. Upcoming. Yeah, I think MCU. I like Deadpool and Wolverine though, guys. It was good. Yeah. Is it gonna say what's going to be released? All upcoming Marvel movies. So they're gonna release Avengers Doomsday in 2020. When? Okay. Captain America Brave New World. I don't think I'm gonna watch that. Incredible Hulk is going to be released. Okay. Daredevil Born Again as a series. Okay, Thunderbolts. I don't think I'm very interested in that if I'm being honest, but it looks like an oh, it's those group of people. Wow, really gonna be funny, huh? Ironheart series. I wanna watch this though. Riri Williams was an interesting character, very honestly. Fantastic Four Steps. Oh, they're doing Fantastic Four again? I wanna watch this. I'm excited. Wonder Man. What is Wonder Man? Who's Wonder Man? I have no idea. Okay. Phase 6 and beyond. Okay. 2026 is Avengers Doomsday. Spider-Man 4 is also 2026. That's a lot of while, like, okay. Apparently there is a series that is going to happen in 2026 about White Vision, but it might have been cut out. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Avengers Secret Wars in 2027. Armor Wars. Ah, okay. It's about. Okay, you know what? It doesn't even matter. There's also Blade come 2027, Shang-Chi 2. I do want to watch more Shang-Chi because it's not bad. It's not like bad. It's honestly quite a good. Yeah, the X-Men. They're gonna they're gonna add the X-Men Wakanda set television series, Okoye series, Scarlett Johansson production. Ah, so they have something that Scarlett Johansson is producing. Nova. What's Nova? Something is there. So there's like a few things in 2025, but most of it is centered, like is sort of concentrated in 2026, which is kind of disappointing. Okay, let me just catch up to what you guys were talking about. The first thing I thought when Wanda's plan was finally shown in the movie was, holy shit, this is actually from Rick and Morty. Why did they go in this direction with her? I actually do think it was lousy writing. I think they were like, this is so convenient, we should just do this, and they just went with it. Frankly, what a missed opportunity, because they could have totally chosen better options and maybe made an effort to write a better ending and give Wanda's character a very good resolution. Secret Wars also pretty meh. Wasn't the worst show, but it wasn't exactly impactful. Yeah, I imagine, because it didn't look very interesting when I first saw clips of it. X-Men 97 is kind of the new hope for Marvel comic stories. I want to watch it, but I just don't have time. Like every single time I start watching something, it's like literally with stolen time. I've been sacrificing sleep time to watch shit. That's just how much I like watching things. Anti-heroes feels like a stretch, actually more like the least comedic MCU characters, except for Us Agent. He kind of does feel like an anti-hero. I don't even yeah, no, but all the characters that they were all in the Scarlett Johansson, like the Natasha Romanoff film. They're all the characters from there, which I don't mind, because those characters were quite interesting as like a group of characters, not really individually as interesting, I think, but as a group they were pretty dang hilarious. So that, I feel like that literally that series will just be comedy focused instead of being plot focused. Of course it'll have plot, it's Marvel, it has to have some plot to make it to the drawing board, even to have be accepted as a pitch even. But yeah, I feel like it might be a funny show to watch. I think that Marvel hasn't given so many funny shows, which again I do understand is probably because their whole thing is these intricate web of plot points and trying to figure out all of these mysteries and theories that they don't want to confirm yet. But in the event that they start losing money and start going bankrupt, what do you guys think will happen? Do you guys think they'll actually make some sort of resolution for these characters? Or I mean, it's really hard for them to go bankrupt because they have such a big corporation like Disney backing them at the moment. But then again, Disney has been losing a lot of money recently, so maybe, who knows. Do you think they'll make a resolution for any of these characters and these storylines, or will they just leave it up in the air for whoever picks it up next to finish it up for them? Because that's a little bit of a, yeah, that's quite hard to do actually. Wait, I'm looking at actually what. So Deadpool and Wolverine was really, really good actually. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Latest release. Yeah, I still can't believe that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom. Really? I thought he said he was done with this entirely. like done with the MCU entirely, that he'd outgrown it. Like, yeah. I think having Yelena Belova in the film is already, like, the Thunderbolts film is already, like, yeah. I think it'll be really good. Not gonna lie. Fantastic Four. I can't wait for Fantastic Four. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so ready for this. I'm literally like, I'm so ready. There, yeah. Thunderbolts features Crimson Star, Black Widow's sister. Yeah, Yelena Belova. Pavlova? I don't actually remember her last name. I just remember her first name. Winter Soldier, US Agent, and Woman. I actually don't know. Yeah, they have a few characters they've never introduced, but most of them are familiar faces from like films and TV shows. And from how good the Haley Steinfeld one was, I forgot the name of that one, but I really enjoyed watching it, and like the interaction with Yelena was quite funny, and I think those characters actually, yeah, I don't mind if they come up again and there's an actual TV show explaining their like significance and whatnot, or at least showing more of their like personality. It would be fun, I won't lie. I am excited, like I don't know if I'm excited about Avengers Doomsday or not. I don't know if I am or not, but like I want to be excited. I am excited for Spider-Man 4. I have liked Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man. Yeah, the Hawkeye show. Exactly. I forgot the name of that one. Is it just called Hawkeye? I don't actually remember, which is confusing. It's been a while since I watched it, so no wonder, but 7 untitled Marvel movies. That's crazy. 7 untitled Marvel movies? 7? That's an insane amount of Marvel movies to not even have decided what they are. I think it's just named Hawkeye. Yeah. I think she was a fun character. Like I would like to see more of whatever that girl's name was in the show, but I know what her name is in real life, Haley Steinfeld. She's one of my favorite actors, musicians, etc. She's like very interesting things going on for her. The Avengers musical was hilarious. Yeah, I've seen parts of it and it is incredibly hilarious. Yeah, Kate Bishop. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm literally forgetting everyone and everything's name at the moment. But yeah, Kate Bishop was a fun character as well. Like I enjoyed watching her, not gonna lie. Like very interesting character. I think she has a lot of potential. They could like talk more about her, introduce her and more stuff, honestly. So I think they should do more, man, with characters that people actually want to watch instead of just like random characters that we're not that interested in. But yeah, I'm very happy today. Although we're gonna hit 2 hours soon and it's gonna be 1 a.m. soon, and even though it's the weekend, I want to sleep in. I will try to keep this stream less than 3 hours. I know I said I'd try yap my brain out, but I have an essay to finish tomorrow. Also the whole house to clean by myself, so that's gonna be fun. Is she supposed to be the next Hawkeye since Clint is supposed to be retired? I remember the show not really setting anything up for Kate. I think the assumption is that she takes over the role as like a younger Hawkeye, since Clint is retired now. But I also think because they left it so open-ended, they could go and do whatever the heck they want, honestly. Like, they could just be like, okay, we're just deciding not to do that. But yeah, it was a fun show to watch. I don't remember when it was released. Was it last year or the year before last year? Wow, last year feels like a blur. But does it? It doesn't feel like that. It's been that long since I started streaming, but I have already had my my 1 year anniversary of streaming this year. So it actually hasn't been that long. Why am I saying it like it's been so very long? That's insane. Can't believe it. Oh, I accidentally slammed my leg into my desk, and the whole desk moved like crazy. Was worried one of my monitors was gonna knock into the wall behind me. As far as the show showed, she was just kind of a fan turned sidekick for one adventure. But like, I think the setup, like according to what I felt like, I think they still want her to be the new Hawkeye, or like Hawkeye's protege, so to speak. I just don't know where they want to use her, because she just like never came back up again. Like, she's never really mentioned in any of the other shows, or like by any of the other connected characters and stuff. So maybe she will show up as a cameo for Thunderbolts because Yelena Belova is there. Maybe. Also, weirdly, they set up a minor antagonist for more shows. Yeah, I think they do that so that they can continue it when they want to, but I think it makes it a little bit unsatisfying to watch it, especially if they haven't decided to actually set up a second part of the show, or like continue the usage of that minor antagonist. Like, it's just confusing. Like, it wasn't even Kingpin, it was Echo or something. Oh no, she got her own show, didn't she? I remember seeing something about that, but I didn't actually watch it, so I'm not sure. Frankly, I haven't watched a lot of the Marvel stuff. I just watch whatever catches my fancy at the moment, I suppose. But yeah, it's an interesting place to be at. Marvel is doing something. Guys, I gotta use the bathroom. Be right back. I need to use the facilities as one usually does. Enjoy listening to the music. I shall be right back. I didn't really go far away, ouch. Yikes. I sort of tripped while trying to sit back down in my chair, and also made my favorite pair of jeans fall off the back of my chair because I was gonna wear them today, but then I didn't, so they just, they were just here. Yeah, she did, but like, why she didn't feel particularly outstanding in the Hawkeye show. She didn't. I felt like there was no reason to really give her a show, but they did, because I feel like they were running out of things to do, and they were like, you know what we should do? Or like they were running out of ideas that they felt like they should invest in. And so they just made this show, but like, she was such a minor character, genuinely. Like, I don't remember anything about her. That's how minor she was. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are here to welcome me back. That's so nice. Like, I don't know, Marvel makes some weird moves, you know? Other than that, what have I been doing? I finally finished watching Miss Night and Day with Hex. We were watching it together, so we finally finished watching it. I think that K-drama doesn't need romance, especially with the male lead that they chose. Like, holy shit, the second male lead has been better from the very beginning. You're telling me that she actually still wants the male lead when he has honestly done nothing except be more troublesome for her. Like, the second male lead was pulling his weight, and then you have the male lead who's like doing the absolute bare minimum, less than. But other than that, it was just such a well-written show. Like, I really enjoyed watching it. I was laughing the whole time while watching it. And then the sad moments were sad. The best friend character was literally perfect. Me and Hex kept going like, this is the best character in the show. But yeah, like, the second male lead was the better male lead. Like, I felt such second male lead syndrome at that moment. Like, I was literally like, the second male lead deserves the female lead more than the male lead does, because he frankly has done nothing except bring her more trouble. I'm just saying. And the male lead, his acting was really interesting, but like in a bad way. Like, it's actually like, you're literally taking me out of the story with how badly you act. Like, I don't know why they chose that actor. My theory is it's nepotism, because it usually is. But like, he genuinely couldn't act well. Like, I was literally just like watching him, and I was like, this is so dumb. I don't understand why he's a character that we have to pay attention to. Because he's the male lead, we don't have a choice, you know. But yeah, they didn't really need romance. And like, you would almost think, like, the spoiler alert, the ending of the show was almost like written in a way that suggested that she didn't actually end up with the male lead. But then in the epilogue section, they literally pair her back up with the male lead. Like, she literally goes and ends up at his workplace. It was so awkward. Yeah. Echo's defining trait was she's deaf and fights well. Yeah. So, like, the other side of the coin of Daredevil. But, like, that's what I don't get. Like, she's not so important as a character that you'd make a whole show about her. Like, what? Did they not? There were other characters you could make a show about. Like, there are so many other characters you can make a show about in this Marvel universe that you have. And they decided to spend their money producing a show about this character who really wasn't and isn't doing much, I imagine. Like, I love the representation. I just think that this wasn't particularly pertinent to their whole universe that they keep projecting and like making sure people know about. And that is, in the end, their like main goal, to give more exposition to the main Marvel Cinematic Universe, like the way that they want to write it. So that really confused me, because like, there's a lot of weird filler shows that they keep making and releasing that don't really have a purpose other than to like sort of for us to just sort of watch in the time between films. But if it's not well made, it feels even more lazy, and it feels like you don't really care about what we're watching as long as we're watching your films and your series, but the series are usually trash, you know? There's only a few really well made ones, and they're all the ones about major characters of the whole franchise because they're so well thought out, and it's harder for them to find loopholes to, like, you know, not produce it well or not write well and stuff, and be lazy about the writing and stuff. Like, I just think what a missed opportunity to make it about a character that actually deserves a whole series about them. Like, I think for Agatha all along as well, I wouldn't say she completely deserved it, but because it's so well made, I don't mind it, and I do think it adds to some of the complexity, and it's like sort of a setup for the next, you know, like for the young Avengers and stuff. But Echo, she's really not that important. Come on. Modern MCU is just them scrambling for characters since the original Avengers are gone. I mean, you're not wrong, but I just I don't want to be so cynical. I really want to root for the MCU because it's actually really fun if you get into it. I think it's fun to be invested in a show and like a world like this. It's just that they keep adding so many unnecessary and frankly confusing things that it's not easy to retain your interest. Like, you get interested and then it's just like they keep wearing you down with subpar content, which is my main issue with Marvel. Like, the good stuff is good and then the bad stuff is just horrible. There's like no in between. There's no actually okay shows. They're never just okay. They're either really good, like, or they're on the good side, or they're just like boring and bad. Because that's the problem that I felt with the new Captain America as well. Like, they don't need to replace Captain America. I think that defeats the purpose of having Captain America go away in the first place. Like, it just feels so lazy. Like, oh, we don't have Captain America anymore because we wrote him out of our own, like, universe, basically, or like for him to be able to continue on supporting anything or anyone at all. Like, yeah, it just feels really lazy is all I'm saying. I love Marvel, but it feels like they keep badly yes-ending everything they do. Yeah. I think they want to make it so big that everyone's involved. Like, everyone wants to know about everything that's going on in this universe, but like, that's not the point. Having it be less big or having people be able to watch it casually shouldn't be something that we have to demand. Because, like, if you watch some of the Marvel films without any context of the original, like the beginning, you're lost. And that makes it so much harder for a new Marvel fan to get into it. And they keep making it harder because every single show and stuff that you have that you want to watch, like, and it's a Marvel show or it's a Marvel film, it's filled with so many references to the past things, and like, without the knowledge of the past you can't watch it. It's like, yeah, it's difficult. Loki show was a pretty good explanation and end for Loki. I think it could still have a season 3 just because they keep hinting at it in different places, but I also think it's a pretty good, like, place to end as well. I don't know what they want to do with Loki's character because they left it pretty open-ended, as maybe he'll have a place somewhere. But it's a really good show. Like, I enjoyed it immensely. I think all the intricate details actually work really well, and if anyone just started watching it, they wouldn't be lost because they didn't know all the stuff from the previous films, because it's quite detached from all the films, because it just focuses on Loki as a character. Of course, knowing about the previous films gives you a more deep inside look in it, but frankly, you could get that deep inside look if you go and watch one of those videos that break down every episode of the show. It's like, yeah, it's pretty all right. It's a really good show. I enjoy it, watching it immensely. I also think the concept of the TVA was fun, especially since I know they weren't gonna abandon the TVA because they clearly have big plans for it, considering that they made it so freaking memorable. But I really enjoyed it when they brought it back in Deadpool and Wolverine. That was fun. That was one Marvel show that felt like they gave a character a proper story. Yeah, I agree. They finally gave a character a proper story with an actual ending, with satisfyingly resolving the story at the moment. If they wanted to, they could pick it up again to add more stuff, but they don't need to because it's ended at a really good place. Des? What does that mean? I'm confused. Mew confused. Loki in the show was straight up not the Loki we knew after the first Avengers, but it did pretty well taking his place and still representing him. Yes. Because I think it's a more clear look into his inner world. And as a character, it's a lot more fleshed out. And it gives a lot of context to his earlier actions as well. So you really take such a deep look into him as a character. It's really well done. I really like it. Deadpool and Wolverine, who would have thought? Yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine, who would have thought? Honestly, I think it was a surprise for most people to see that it exists. But it's a really good film. Especially since the day before me and Hex went to watch it, I literally watched Deadpool 1 and 2. We both sat down, watched 1 and 2 in the next 2 days, before we went to watch the film in the theater, and we had so much fun. It was a really good film. Honestly, we enjoyed it immensely. I had a lot of fun, especially since even though I don't really call myself a Marvel fan, because I'm not that invested, but I do follow it occasionally based on my interest in various arcs and whatever. So yeah, it was really well made. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I think the revisit back to the TVA and the cathedral, not the cathedral at the end, whatever that place is called, that's out of time or whatever, and yeah, really just fun stuff. I think that, yeah, it was just some good old fun. I think that made the movie more lighthearted and interesting in the first place. It makes such a difference to have fun with a script, because then the audience also feels this fun that you're trying to get them to enjoy as well. It was good writing, is what I'm saying. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching just fun stuff happen for fun. It just makes it so much more special. My stomach is a bit uncomfortable. Why? It's 1:11 in the morning. Guys, make a wish. Oh, why does it hurt? I don't have food poisoning today though, guys. I think it's just because I ate so much. He breaks the fourth wall every chance he gets. Yes, that's literally a really big part of his character. So I do think that's one of the funny bits that they have, that they can keep playing around with, the writers, I mean. Yeah, the writers are definitely playing that. I think it makes it more fun for writers to have like such interesting and out of pocket characters that just break the fourth wall. So it means that they can incorporate a lot more clever writing and just incorporate a lot more fourth wall breaks. And it doesn't have to be something that like they didn't realize was happening. It's like they can plan it. It's just so much fun. Like it sounds fun as well. I'm not like a writer, but with the meager knowledge that I do have, I can say that they probably had a lot of fun. Oh shit, my stomach really does hurt. It's not food poisoning though, guys. I know what food poisoning feels like. Literally happened a day and a half ago. You rarely see those in movies nowadays. Yeah, that's true. You rarely see those in movies nowadays. Have you guys seen how there's a Wizards of Waverly Place reboot happening? Well, it's not a reboot, it's like a continuation or something. But I watched like the first 9 minutes of the first episode, and it's quite cringe. It's not like, I think they're still their characters, and I think they're still playing their characters, but it's just I didn't expect it to be like. I remember when I watched the trailer, I was just like, wow, I didn't expect it to be about like Justin Russo's family. It caught me off guard because I thought it was gonna be like a continuation of like, or them in their adult lives, and more geared towards sort of adults who, when they were kids, had watched Wizards of Waverly Place. I'm disappointed because I thought that it was going to be like them in their adult lives. It would have been really interesting. And honestly, it would have hit the right crowd. At the moment, I think it's written like they're like the main characters of the show, which are like Justin's kids, and that kid who's a wizard and shows up, like they're all written like pre-teens. Like they're all written like teenagers, but they're actually younger, so it's very weird to watch it. You watched the Lego Movie 2 alone because you were bored and you had nothing to do and like loved it. I thought it was gonna be like okay, but it wasn't. Wasn't it? But I wasn't. Wasn't it amazing? It is a really good film. I like the Lego films. They're really fun to watch. The Lego Movie 1, Lego Movie 2, they were both really good. I think the Lego Movie 1 was a little bit more memorable for me just because of how everything was just so well done. But Lego Movie 2 was also really, really good. I don't think they skimped out on the budget or like production value at all. And like, I know some places the writing could have been improved, but overall the film was really good. I mean, I would still watch the first movie again. So I feel like that's already a testament to how good the film is. It was so amazing they made a song about how the credits, it goes hard. Yeah, I think that's fun. I think it's fun when they make songs about random shit in films and they just include it. It's just so funny to me. But yeah, dude, films are great. Like, it's just yeah, it's really nice to be able to watch and analyze media, and it's such a privilege, honestly, but it's so fun. I really enjoy watching things, and I really enjoy talking about them even more. Oh yeah, another thing, have you guys seen the teaser for the Winx reboot? When I saw the first little clip that they had, like I think earlier this year, I wasn't very hopeful. I'm gonna be honest and say I was like, maybe this might be bad. And then I saw the newest teaser trailer and I was like, actually, yes. Yes. This might be good because while I don't think that the voice actors are like, I think the voice acting, especially in the teaser trailer, might just be like not the actual stuff. But animation wise and character design wise, they look pretty dang similar to their old stuff, which is not bad because it makes them recognizable. I think I would love to see where they're gonna take the reboot because I really liked the first show and I was sad that it got over. Because, yeah, even though it was getting really draggy, or say season 7 onwards, you know, like, actually season 6 onwards, till season 5, I think people were still like, yeah, we're invested, but season 6 started becoming really weird and muddy. So, yeah, and season 7 was literally just like so confusing. But I still wanted it to go on because it's such a like nostalgic childhood show that I really loved when I was a kid, and I still did when I was like up until like I was 16 and shit, until it really started dying out in my life, at least at that point. But now that they have a reboot, I'm excited to see where they're gonna take it, because like the animation and the character designs do look updated, and I want to see if the writing really reflects that or not, especially since like the first few seasons of Wings Club were just so good. Up until season 4, I think the show went really hard. Even with the films, I still sometimes go back and watch the second Wings Club film. Like, that's how much I like it. What genius came up with the line "everything is awesome" and thought to make it into a song? Honestly, that song is so good. I really love that song. I remember singing it all the time when I first watched the film. Like, everything is awesome, everything is cool, and you something that everything is awesome. I don't actually remember it anymore. It's been a while. Maybe I should rewatch the Lego film. The Lego movie. Maybe I should rewatch it. Because it would be fun to rewatch it, honestly. It is a good film, so I wouldn't mind it. It's like very well done. Very well made. But yeah, I'm excited. I think next year has a lot of fun stuff happening for media, because like there's all of these animes that have the new seasons coming out that I've been following for like so long. Like I forgot the name of the anime. I was gonna say season 4 is coming out, so yeah, anyways, season 4 of an anime that I've been following, Dr. Stone. Oh my gosh, yeah, I kept thinking Stone Wars for some reason, which is so random. I don't know what Stone Wars is, but Dr. Stone, I've been following it for so long, and then season 4 is coming out, which I'm really excited about because it's a fun anime. I don't think I can get into the manga, so to speak. It's quite hard for me to get into a manga of a show, of an anime. Because while I'm very impatient as a person, I'd rather just watch the animated stuff than wait for the manga to be updated every week. Or is it month? Or is it fortnight? I honestly don't know. It's been a while since I've read a new manga that was still updating. Dr. Stone. Is it Dr. Stone? It is Dr. Stone, right? I don't know anymore. Ignore me. I might have not said the name right. But yeah, I'm excited about all the new anime and all the new seasons of old anime coming out. I'm excited. I'm just so ready for next year because I think there's just so many fun things happening. Like, this year's already pretty great, right? I've just had so many life experiences happen. Like, I think this is the first time that I enjoyed orientation week so much ever. To be fair, I've only gone through orientation once before, and that orientation was very lackluster because it was literally just like online. And it was like very confusing because you don't really get to see the campus and all, nothing. And that was all the way in 2022, and I was literally so young that I didn't know shit. And I almost like I did not. I mean, I knew what I was getting into in terms of like commitment wise, but I didn't realize how bad I would get if I lived there without any like actual adult supervision for 9 months. But yeah, this is like much easier somehow. I don't know why, but like the whole process of learning and everything has been much easier here. And it might just be because it's like all the teachers are super nice, they're super supportive, and they motivate you to learn and they make it easy for you to learn. But like, I enjoyed orientation an insane amount, and while settling into a new city, especially this city, was really difficult for me because of the lack of furniture and whatnot. It was still fun. Especially since Hex was over and helping me get set up. Like, I think the thing that people forget the most is that having company to help you when you're in a new place is really important. Yeah, it's so good when you have friends who can help you out when you're moving and stuff. And then I yeah, it's been an interesting 3 months here. It feels a lot longer and it feels a lot shorter than 3 months at the same time. But it has been a very crazy 3 months, not gonna lie. Like, been so busy, been going places, coming back home from places. I've been trying to visit one new MRT station every weekend. So maybe tomorrow I will go to a new MRT station because I wanted to go to this bakery, but it's very far away. But I mean, I just have to sit in the MRT for a while, so it's not like it's that difficult. It's just me being lazy. To be fair though, very honestly, it's like I have good reasons to be lazy, guys. Like, I literally work so hard every single week. I think I deserve a break on the weekend. But you know, other than that, I would really like to go to that bakery because I really want cheese focaccia. Yeah, 2024 has been wild, not gonna lie. I wanted to end finally. I don't really care if it ends or keeps on going. I'm having so much fun. Like, I'm just having so much fun. I don't know what else to say other than I'm just having so much fun in life. I hope my life continues to be this interesting and full of joy. I hope everyone's life is so interesting and full of joy. They wake up excited to go into the next day. They go to sleep excited to wake up. Ah, it's crazy. I can't believe I'm saying this with my own with my own mouth. Can't believe I thought this. Like, a couple of years ago, this would have been so impossible for me, but like, nowadays, my whole attitude is just literally like, I woke up, I'm so happy, yay, let's go. Good day. Surflakes. That's a really cute name. What? Hi. But yeah, I can't wait for the semester to end because I do want to like go back home and eat like an insane amount of good food. Because genuinely, guys, and I mean this in the best way possible, the lack of good vegetarian food here is hurting my heart. The fact that I have to cook all the time because the food here is just so mediocre is so sad. Like, genuinely. I knew that I would be cooking quite a bit because I'm like, I have access to a kitchen and like, I don't want to spend so much money on eating out all the time, especially since it's not the most healthy habit to have, but like, the fact is that if I want to eat really good food, I just have to make it myself, and I hate that because I like eating more than I like cooking for myself. I mean, if it's for other people, I enjoy cooking, but it's really about like also having them experience good food the way that I do, which is good food I like, and like, it's so difficult to find food I enjoy here. And I found something, like I found bread that I really liked, and then the place that I got it from discontinued it, or it's like just been paused for a while. They replaced it with this like melty cheese focaccia, and it's not good. It's not a good bread. Like, I got one to try because I was like, what if it's just as good as the bread that I liked before this? Because I don't know why they took it off their like roster. It's like, I'm so sad because it's so good, and it's just not fair that they took it off. Life's a mission. Fun is just one of its many doors that can be unlocked. True that. Life is a long journey, and if you're not having fun, you're not on the right path. Trust. Because if it's not happy, then it's not the end. as they say, you know. You know what I really want to do is rewatch this one film called Om Shanti Om. It's one of my favorite films ever. Like, I rewatch it every few months. Months is the right word to use here because it's been a while since I was able to sit down and just watch a film with no other goal in mind and nothing else to stress about or think about in the meantime. And like, it's such a good film. I just love it so much. One of the reasons I love the film is just because it's just so funny. Like, it has just so many moments that you just can't forget, especially if you're like an Indian kid and you watch this film when, you know, around the time it was really, really popular. It still is, actually. It still has like a weirdly cult following, but there's just so many iconic dialogues that you can never forget. It's one of those films you rewatch just because it's so nostalgic and you just feel so peaceful because it's like it reminds you of really, really good times. For me, this film just represents this idea of if it's not happy, it's not the end. And it's literally it's not really, it's like the paraphrasing of one of the dialogues in the film, one of the most famous dialogues in the film, and it's like, it's so good. The film is so good. It's like inspiring and funny and like has murder mystery situation going on, and there's reincarnation and ghosts. I know it sounds crazy, but it's really well done, honestly. I wanna watch films. I wanna have fun. I have to finish assignments, guys. That's still fun though. I don't hate doing assignments. I just want to read and watch things more at the moment. Yeah, maybe if we have the time, I will watch it with you guys. Maybe, actually, you know what? Not next week, but the week after, I think it's possible. After my exams are over, I think I have more time. I'll go off to India for 2 weeks, but once I'm back from India, I think I'll go back to streaming every day. For a while at least. For like a month or so, I can stream basically every day. And then when I go back to doing like, what's the word? When I go back to classes starting and all of that fun stuff, you guys will know about it, of course. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm all out of words for today. Genuinely. My mind is slowly turning off. It's saying, Mew, go be brainless. But genuinely, it's hard for me to be brainless on stream. So I'm gonna make the executive decision of saying bye, or starting to say bye. Everyone knows I take like 10 minutes or longer, sometimes 15. I think it's funny when I take 15 minutes because I get so distracted that I start talking about completely unrelated stuff. And then I actually have to like physically remind myself that, hey, you said you were gonna end the stream now. And I just think that's such an iconic thing for me to do. You know? It's so iconic that I just keep doing it over and over again. Anyways, I really, really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much, you guys, for, you know, being here, chatting with me, because it's always fun chatting with y'all. Like, I think one of my favorite streams to do is chatting streams, but I've had to, like, reduce the frequency of them slowly but surely because, you know, these days I'm only really doing 3 streams a week. Sometimes it's only 2. And it's because I'm just so busy. And I'm hoping next semester I have a more settled schedule that I can juggle a balance actually better with my coursework load, my course load, and all the assignments that I might have. But since I don't know what classes I have next semester yet, like I can't even be like sure about it. But like the first 2 weeks of the semester, I'm sure I'll like figure it out and be like, okay, we're set, this is what we're doing. Of course things change, because like they added a class in the last 2 weeks ago for me, for all the vocalists to do. And it was from 7 to 9, and I was like, normally I would stream on Tuesdays because Wednesdays I could sort of sleep in a bit, but then I had to give up Tuesday streams as well, because it's just that by the time I come home it's so late and I'm so tired. I really don't want to stream because I don't have the energy to. I'm just so tired by the whole day, because I have to like, my classes start at 12 p.m. and they go on till 9 p.m. and I've barely eaten the whole day and I'm starting to lose my brain a little. By the time I'm home, I just want to eat and I just want to like collapse on the couch for like 2 hours. I don't even move. Like literally the week before this week, like last week on Tuesday, I was collapsed on the couch for 2 hours. Like I didn't move, and I'd ordered so much food that I couldn't finish. I thought it was really funny because I was just so hungry. I didn't even think about how much food I was ordering. I was just like, let's get food. And yeah. And then once I ate and once I like was able to just sit down, relax my brain for a bit, I was much better. But even though it didn't happen this Tuesday, like I was still really tired because it's like such a long day. Like 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. is like a full 9 hours, and it doesn't get any easier because it's such a long day. And if there's any days like that next semester, I never know. You never know, it might happen, and that would be crazy. Not unexpected though. Art colleges usually have late nights. It's unavoidable. It's just everyone is doing so many things at the same time, and it's just a lot of hard work. Like if I had my way, I would be practicing for 24 hours 365, but honestly it's not a great thing to practice that much because you do overuse your voice and it's not worth it, frankly. Get an emergency Kit Kat. Okay, I can't do that because I would get nauseous pretty quickly after taking like 2 bites, but I do pack lunch and snacks on Tuesdays, so it's not like it's impossible for me to be okay. It's just, I think also because the last week on Tuesday I also didn't have any proper lunch, so I was also just really tired from the lack of food as well. Yeah, all of those like factors combined just made me really, really, really exhausted. But this week I was much more prepared. Like I had a really like a filling lunch that kept me full until I had like my longer break. And during my longer break, I got myself something to drink that kept me fueled until the end of the day. And once I got home, I ate food and it was perfect. It was frankly just perfection. I've never been so relieved to have, eaten food and whatnot. Yeah. It's literally just that. Ugh. Yeah, next week is the last week that we have this workshop for this semester. And then next semester, our professor did say he tried to find a better time for it that's not so late at night because everyone gets so exhausted that they half the time don't want to attend. I've been attending every single workshop because I'm stubborn and I'm like, I refuse to miss out on anything. So I will, not because I'm afraid of being left out, but more like I want the benefits. And if I want the benefits, I need to put in the hard work, especially for something that is so important like stagecraft. It's just not worth missing it. For me, it's like it's easier to deal with the exhaustion of the day than miss the workshop. Instead, do something else. Like, what the heck would I do? I would still end up at home. Like, the point still stands. I would still end up at home, So yeah, for me it just makes sense to do it all because I can. But yeah, so that being said, yeah, I'm just reminding you guys, my new single's gonna come out sometime really soon. Just keep your eye out. Of course I'll announce it, but what if I just drop it and then you guys just get to know about it because I forgot to announce it? Because it happens to be that I am quite busy when it's releasing, which is literally like, yeah, I'm not telling you guys yet. If I forget to announce it, it's on me. But like, blame me, but also know that I was really busy. But yeah, it's a fun song. I really like it. I mean, fun as in it was fun to make. You guys saw part of the process. I can reveal that much. And now I'm gonna actually end stream. I hope you guys have a great day, or night, or afternoon, or evening. You know, eat well, sleep well, take care of yourselves. Don't get in trouble, guys. Stay safe and stay healthy and stay happy. And I will see you guys tomorrow when I play one hand clapping, when I sing and I play a game at the same time. Isn't that fantastic? I just think it's so nice to have games like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and bye bye now. Mwah.